Welcome to the Rebel Valley Sim Club here on the MC Motorsports YouTube channel. Well, as you could tell, recovering from a sickness, so my voice might be extra cracky today, extra problematic. But we're watching Mason C. Jones right now go across the racetrack in the number 71 car here. It's going to be some great racing action here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. I look at about a 20 truck field here at Atlanta Motor Speedway for 30 laps here in this one. Mason C. Jones, the last car to go out in qualifying here. After this, we'll be heading to Michigan International Speedway with the ARCA cars, which will also be a password-protected race. Then after that, we'll be going to super late models at Slater, which will be open to anyone on iRacing, because we know a lot of people don't have Slater and the super late model in the community, so that will be, anyone will be able to race that one. Mason C. Jones across the start-finish line is going to wrap it up. Oh, did he get the lap in time? It looks like qualifying just ended, and he did not. Mason C. Jones, by looks like about a second there, was unable to get that lap in, so unfortunate there for him. As we get things ready to go, Cameron Face will start on the pole. So 17, 1, 11. So we are excited for the race in action here. We see Ryan Wayne has connected here at the last second. He'll be starting from the back of the field. Not a lot of like big time heavy hitters like Daniel Mosteller, Jacob Wilkerson, Josh Kenyon. Those guys are not racing in this first race. So this opens up the field for potential underdog winner. We got Cameron Face, who I believe has about 6 Rebel Valley Sim Club wins all time in the MC Motorsports. Number 85 will be starting on the pole. Austin K. Mitchell, I believe, is going to be starting right here in the number 7 car. Matthew Post, Brian Post in the 64. Very good starting effort by him. Still looking for his first Rebel Valley Sim Club win. Chase Modzolewski, 2-time Rebel Valley Sim Club winner in the number 66. Then we got Derek Skladell in the number 15 car, racing here in the number 15. And then we got the number 9 of Elliot Condra, who's one of the newer names to the series, running the Rebel Valley Sim Club number 9. Looking forward to see what he can do starting up here in the 6th place spot. Starts 7th. Aaron May in the number 10 picked up his first ever Rebel Valley Sim Club win only a short time ago, about a month ago now. Landon Slagan in the number 91. Not sure if he's won yet in the Rebel Valley Sim Club, but he does have a SIMSTOCK series win. Starting 8th, and then starting 9th, Laban Van Leer in the Ryan Priest number 60 truck version. We'll see what he can do. Chase Ingram, who's been on quite the roll recently. It says Keith Ingram on our boards here, but even though it says Chase Ingram in the iRacing, so I'm not sure why that is. We'll have to take a look. That might be the same for some of these other drivers here. Take a look at that real quick. As Chase Ingram on the iRacing, so not sure why that is. Caleb Smith going to be in the 20 car. We got Noah Todd in the 77. Zayden Cortinas in the 86 for MC Motorsports. Nathan Caldwell has returned back to the series. How about that in his usual number 51? Then we got Mason C. Jones in the 71 car. And then we got Gage Quick in the number 5, another one of the newer racers. And then the 48 of Alfredo Hidalgo. Patrick Connell in the number 10. Ryan Wayne joined late, going to be in the 39. And Julian Nels wraps up our 20 truck field. Going to be a spectacular race here from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'm doing this just so we could change those camera perspectives here, so we can get the best possible views for when it comes to zoom and zooming in, zooming out. Cameron Face, who I believe picked up a win this month, back in the early portions of the month at Bristol with its new Gen 4 car, will lead us to the green. There hasn't been much Rebel Valley racing here this month, so we're happy to help Robbie DeVore out as he has new opportunities in the real world. Green is out. We're underway. Cameron Face gets it going here. Aaron May and Laban Van Leer already looking to the inside. 4 wide in turn 1. Not going to be good. 4 For now, they all make it through. Cameron Face, aggressive with the number 7 of Austin K. Mitchell. That's Chase Modzalewski to the inside. Down the back stretch they go. All these drivers will have one faster pair. Brian Post sideways in the 64 truck. Right in front of the field. Caleb Smith around, the 52 around. So pretty aggressive net code. The 52 spins. Once again back in the field. Everyone's able to make it through. We stay green. We stay green. The field makes it through with some odd netcode contact. We saw Caleb Smith spin around, and all of a sudden a bunch of others, Ryan Wayne involved. Somehow only a 2-car wreck. I think a lot of those trucks were netcoded, so that ultimately allowed a lot of cars to kind of phase through each other. Elliot Condro, the number 9, doing a great job up to 3rd and holding strong there on that outside lane. Austin K. Mitchell all the way to the inside is going to lead lap number 2. Austin K. Mitchell, Cameron Face right behind. What a great race so far. So far, everyone in a nice pack. Everyone hanging on, but as these tires wear, it's going to get harder to hang on in these corners. We know that for a fact. Like Matt Post in the wall, and around he goes. Aaron May, Patrick Connell going to get collected, and the caution is going to wave. Zayden Cortinas involved. Nathan Caldwell. Multiple cars around. Patrick Connell going to need to take a faster pair right off the bat. Here's the number 5 of Gage Quick making his way through the carnage. Brian Post still wrecking. Zayden Cortinas a little bit of damage. We see Ryan Wayne collected once again. And it all originated with the 64 car of Brian Post. Let's take a look at what happened to him. We see, oh, looks like Aaron May gets into his rear. Sends him up the racetrack and comes down right into Mason C. Jones and Patrick Connell. Zayden Cortinas up in the outside gets clipped. Patrick Connell hard on the wall, the number 10. Nathan Caldwell, some vicious impacts right here. This is where Zayden Cortinas got collected. He spins. Oh, was able to keep it out of pit road. But early on, some pretty vicious contact. So we will be right back here to take a look at get some pictures here, as I still own a team in this series. Patrick Connell. Streamed on the MC Motorsports YouTube channel here for those who are in the race. Still streamed events. For them to be official Rebel Valley events and races to count on the win sheets, they gotta be streamed. They must be broadcasted. But already some problems for a couple of drivers. Patrick Connell has to take a faster pair right off the bat. Aaron May in the pits. LeBan Van Leer in the pits. Chase Ingram. Zayden Cortinas. These guys getting repairs. We'll get the 1 to green next time by. But it's Austin K. Mitchell with the lead. It was hard to tell who was really at fault because Brian Post could have been a little bit checking up in the corner there, struggling early on. So we are looking forward to the next 25 laps as we get the 1 to green this time by. Austin K. Mitchell has not been to Rebel Valley Sim Club Victory Lane in a long time. It's not the fact of just bad luck or anything. It's just simply there hasn't been a lot of opportunities because there hasn't been a whole lot of Rebel Valley races. That's what the deal is for a lot of these guys. But either way, we look at the lineup and guys looking for first-time winners. We've got Elliot Condra, Landon Slagan, Mason C. Jones, Derek Skladell, Julian Nels, Noah Todd, Brian Post, Gage Quick, Caleb Smith, Caldwell, Connell, Hidalgo, Cortinas. They're all looking for first-time wins. So only a few cars in the field have wins. So it'll be interesting to see who can get it done. But Beasley, in my personal opinion, the best 2 drivers in the field are leading. Austin K. Mitchell, Cameron Face, probably 2 with the most wins in the field, besides Ryan Wayne. Ryan Wayne Another one to watch, but he's already having problems. Remember, he joined late, had start at the back of the field. Already having problems. Collected in that wreck. Not sure how he was already in the back, but he still got collected. Patrick Connell, Nathan Caldwell got the worst of that one. They are all back here with new trucks. As we get to the restart zone, once again, it'll be 24 laps to go when we hit the stripe. This is still a 20 truck field. All trucks that participated still in the race. A great restart for Austin Cmejla. Cameron Face could have Elliot Condra even passing him here on that start. So a little bit late to react for Cameron Face in the start crate Chevrolet. Through turns 1 and 2 they go. There's number 15, Scudell, up to the outside. They're 3 wide, way in the back. Cameron Face, look at the outside. He's going to chase Mazalewski, pushed him. Austin Cmejla jumps up to the outside. Condra's all alone on the inside. You think more trucks would be down there, but he's all alone. We'll see how well he can hold on down there. Got one in the wall. It's Brian Post once again in the outside wall. And this time Cameron Face going to clear that 9 truck. Now the inside has some more help. Still this top 2, both my favorites to win this race. Leading this race right here at the top 2, right up front. Got one off in the back. Might have been Brian Post. Oh, Gage Quick into the outside wall. Patrick Connell gets up there as well. Oh, more contact. Been a tough race for Patrick Connell so far. Gets collected in the early problems. And now is up in the wall all on his own. But remember, these guys have not been behind the wheel in a long time. It's been a while since there's been racing. So, I mean, personally, I haven't raced in weeks. I haven't commentated in weeks. So it's all getting back to the basics for the drivers and myself. I plan to stream Rebel Valley whenever possible on these Monday and Tuesday nights. I need to make it my own series, like Marty's Rebel Action or something, because, you know, I don't want to associate it with the other, like, kind of just to be, you know, an own series. See what Robbie thinks of that. But this is great races so far. These are the best race we've seen as I've hosted. Last time I hosted, it was complete chaos. And look at these trucks in the corner. They get up the racetrack. One of these times we're going to see them spin out all by themselves. And it's still the same lineup of trucks here on the inside that we've been seeing. You see Landon Slagan on the outside, getting a little offset there with the number 60, LeBan Van Leer. Nearly saw that 91 get turned around, and now they're all up in the wall. That's Noah Todd in the, no, that's, I think that is Noah Todd in the 77. Yes, it is. I saw the Andres Perez on the back, and it's Slagan up at the outside wall. Van Leer's been giving him a hard time, and that outside continues to die. Austin Cmejla up front, now single file for about 5 trucks by the time we see our next action side by side. And this is a quick race, 30 laps. Time's running out already a third of the way. There's still, despite that, a lot of time left. Austin Cmejla, we see some lap traffic. That's Brian Post, 2 laps down. That might create some problems here. Be wise for Brian to get to the apron, but he's going to stay in the outside where it's too wide. Might get chaotic. Oh, already in the wall is Brian Post. Down the backstretch. Watch the field make their way through. Oh, it's going to get troublesome in the corner. With how these trucks slip up, Brian Post to the wall, gets hit by Caleb Smith. And Mason C. Jones, more contact as well. Got pretty precarious right there, but they're all able to make it through. And still Austin Cmejla with the lead. With 17 laps to go in this race. Cameron Face still pushing the outside, has had nothing for the inside lane in multiple laps. See right there, Alfredo Hidalgo there, that white car with the neon yellow numbers, about 7th in line on the inside, getting really tight there in the middle of 3 and 4. One of these times, there's going to be contact. How about Elliot Contra going to the outside? Giving some extra light to that lane. LeBan Van Leer nearly turning Chase Mazalewski around. Condra to the outside. It's a risky move. He was kind of in a good position there. Now that outside has been pretty troublesome to say the least. It is going to be interesting to see what happens. Gage Quick and Aaron May have lost the lead pack. Those cars, 18th and 19th. Otherwise, it's an 17 car field. And now this outside making a run. You see Zayden Cortinas through the middle. Alfredo Hidalgo loose in the 48 car. He was tight, he was loose. And now we got Caleb Smith in the outside wall in the 20 car. He's gonna fall all the way to the back. Austin K. Mitchell in the 7 machine. We might have a race 4. If there's time and the racing stays like this tonight, we will have a race 4. So we'll see how it all ends up playing out. Derek Scladell loose. Seems like down the front straightaway, an odd place to get loose. Oh, Cortinas up into LeVan Van Leer. Oh, we got Aaron May now going a lap down. Oh, Elliot Condra sideways. Alfredo Hidalgo sideways. What a save by the youngster in the 48 car. Oh, Austin K. Mitchell. Sideways, hold on to it. He saves it. He was leading the outside lane. He was leading for all the portions of that one. And we talked about how loose it's getting. And there they go. Up and over goes the 77 machine. That's going to be a caution. That is Noah Todd. The truck does a full rotation. And it's going to bring the caution flag out. Noah Todd in the 77. Upside down. We got trucks flipping here in Atlanta. That was all Austin K. Mitchell getting in that position. Not that he caused the wreck, but it was just a wild save that he had to go through. Watch this whole sequence. Oh, we see how this happened. We understand it. 2 great saves. Hidalgo and now Austin K. Mitchell. Watch this. Watch it again here. He's on the inside. He's going to make a move to block the 9 on the outside. Now, he does this way too much. His move was way too advanced or way too much steering. Then the 9 gets into him. Gets him sideways right from the start. And he has to try to save this thing. And he's just sideways right in front of the field. Impressively enough, everyone was able to make it through. Everyone looking for positions. Everyone on the outside unsure if this truck was going to spin or not. But watch this. There's the Spire collection here, the 771 and 77 car trucks. They're just going to squeeze the 7. This Mason C. Jones in the 71 goes up the racetrack in an aggressive kind of swipe there. Ends up getting into the 77. And Noah Todd up on top of the wall. Ends up going upside down. Aaron May was also involved a little bit. Slide into a void. Damage on the truck. A little slide to get through it. But that was funny. That was a funny wreck. It was the 7 Spire truck and the 71 Spire truck, 77 Spire truck. All of them getting collected. So I don't know. I don't think we're going to see any more problems when it comes to the spinning, as half the field has tires. But some drivers stayed out. This is going to be wild. Elliot Condra, who is up front, keeps the track position, stays out on those old tires. We're talking about 20 laps. Alfredo Hidalgo is already loose enough. Going to be on old tires. Nathan Caldwell and Patrick Connell, the 2 involved in the earlier wreck, who have already used their fast repair. Those trucks are on old tires. And then Ryan Wayne, Caleb Smith, and Gage Quick, the remaining trucks on old tires. Then it's Cameron Face who starts the wave of trucks on fresh tires. These guys are going to be able to go full throttle without getting loose. Zayden Cortinas, Julia Nels, amongst others, who decided to pit for tires and maybe some repairs for some of these trucks. And it's going to be 1 to green. Now in this one, a shakeup at the front of the field. New players up front late in this race. Going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Noah Todd, the first truck out of the race. He must have taken a fast repair earlier on. He is now out. And our first truck out. So that leaves 19 left. LeVan Van Leer in the pits. Excuse me. Tough. But man, are we excited to see how these laps go. It has been fun to host so far. Interesting to see how this plays out. It'll be a 9-lap shootout, and what I personally think we're going to see a wreck. It's going to come from one of these old tire trucks, either just being too slow or just self-spinning. And you know who's going to be involved? Those fresh tire trucks who are making their way through the field, like Cameron Face and them. Those trucks will be involved. It could be problematic real quick. Elliott Condra with a great restart. Getting all the way through. Oh, Gage Quick sideways off the start, the number 5 machine. Problems for Gage Quick. Alfredo Hidalgo, Patrick Connell. Old tires already losing, and here we see Cameron Face slicing and dicing through the field. Oh, looking to the inside of Nathan Caldwell. Watch this, it's gonna go. Caldwell on the apron. He's loose, and Landon Slagan is loose as well in the 91. Oh, they save it, we stay green. Now Alfredo Hidalgo in the 48 truck. And now Cameron Face through the middle. Through the middle, 3 wide for the lead. That's going to allow Chase Ingram, the next truck on fresh tires, to be in a great position. If you're Cameron Face, this ain't the position you want to be in. You're battling those fresh tire trucks, and Chase Ingram's the other one. Oh, 3 wide late in the race, with trucks on different tire strategies and all sorts of different situations. Cameron Face somehow almost clears it. Now he does. Oh, there it goes. Alfredo Hidalgo. Multiple trucks going to get collected in this one. Multiple trucks involved late. Zayden Cortinas. Horrific damage to the 86 car. That truck is unable to move. Zayden Cortinas' race gonna come to an end. He probably won't have time to tow that thing, but it's gonna be a long caution. Lots of trucks with damage. Caleb Smith already used a fast repair. He's gonna be out of the race. And how about Cameron Face with the lead? After all that, Patrick Connell able to make it through the wreck as well. Laban Van Leer, damage on the front. Austin K. Mitchell back in 8th. Gonna be a restart with about 4 to go, maybe. Let's take a look at how this happened. While the 9, we talked about the old tires, even on the straights. That's just getting loose right there on the transition part of the track, right into Alfredo Hidalgo. Turns Chase Ingram around, then Alfredo comes back up the racetrack into Zayden Cortinas. Head on into the wall. Chase Ingram came back up the track as well. How about Patrick Connell making it right through that wreck, through the narrowest of gaps? Oh, Aaron May just gets collected in that one. Might have just taken a fast repair too. Caleb Smith, who's been blinking out, as we see there in the 20 truck. Watch this hit he took. Directly into the wall. Oh. It's right on board with Patrick Connell through this one. Peter's Boys Texas Barbecue on board camera. At full speed right here. Whoa. Oh! Oh! Oh my goodness. One of the wildest wreck avoidances I've seen. Patrick Connell able to make it through. Now let's ride with Zayden Cortinas, the Fox Valley Mosquito Tech Control onboard camera. You hear him lifting. He's just got no place to go. You see, if he just stayed to the inside there, he would have been able to make it through. And right there, you're just hoping no one comes at the track, and it's just literally nothing he could have done. Didn't hear the engine blow on this thing, but it just must have been one of those situations where there's just nothing left. And for Zayden Cortinas, he still is in the pits in this 86 truck, so likely out of a chance. We'll get the 1 to green this time by. Zayden's going to need another caution, which we might get. Additionally, Aaron May, if he's got any chance. Alfredo Hidalgo's a lap down. 1 to green, Cameron Face and Nathan Caldwell. How about Ryan Wayne in 3rd? What a sequence for him throughout the race. Literally started dead last, and he is now up in 3rd with what will be 3 laps to go. How about Caldwell and Condra looking for their first wins? Everyone on the first 4 trucks on the inside all have wins. Cameron Face with about 6 wins. Ryan Wayne with about, I don't know, maybe 11 or 12. Patrick Connell with 3 Rebel Valley Sim Club wins. Austin Cmejla with about 15, 13, something around there. Alfredo Hidalgo getting a lap back. He's not, I don't think he's going to have a chance to catch up. Look at our trucks in the pits here. Zayden Cortinas might be out of the race. He might have used a fast repair already. And if that's the case, his race is over. So tough break for the 86 car. Ran a pretty solid race. But now we got still a mixture of old tires. And I believe it is Cameron Face and Ryan Wayne, the only trucks up here in the top 4 that are on fresh tires. Pitted under that most last caution, and the outside, all those guys on old tires that haven't even been changed all race long, including Patrick Connell. Also on old tires. 3 to go. Cameron Face gets a great restart. Back underway. See Ingram on the inside there making positions. That's going to get a little rough back there. Ingram forced a lift all the way to the back. You saw it on the back corner of the screen. 3 laps to go. The outside is holding strong. Caldwell edges ahead. How will it handle in 3? Oh, you see Condra. No grip. Can't hang on in the number 9 truck. He's going to slip all the way to the back. Coming to 2 laps to go. Ryan Wayne in the 52 truck. Looking for an opportunity. Can Caldwell clear Cameron Face? Oh, LeBand Van Leer over that number 51 truck. Face contact. Down the backstretch. Caldwell loses his help. LeBand Van Leer to the outside. Now gets help back. Is Caldwell in the 51. Coming to the white flag. We're going to make it there. Cameron Face has to hang on for 1 more lap. Ryan Wayne gets turned. Caldwell spins as well. 1 lap to go in Atlanta. Patrick Connell up and over. Now it's down to Cameron Face and Mason C. Jones. White flag in the air. With a move to the outside, around goes Hidalgo. Flowing that car up through the air. Now Chase Modzelewski looking for a place to go. Up the racetrack goes all the trucks. Through turn 4 to the inside. Cameron Face is going to get the win here at Atlanta in the start grade number 85 Chevrolet Silverado. Cameron Face victorious here at Atlanta. It was not easy at all. Got a push from Chase Modzelewski and was able to hang on and get the win. Cortinas was able to get that truck back on the racetrack to avoid a DNF. Cameron Face gonna win at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Sponsored by Echo Park. Gonna be able to burn it down. Pretty solid month for Cameron Face. It's gonna be his 2nd win of the month. Is this the last day of 1, 2? Last day of June actually right here. So last opportunity to get wins in the month. I thought for sure this 85 car was going to get turned around on that backstretch. What a push by Chase Modzelewski. Teammate Patrick Connell going to join the burnout. I don't know how that 10 truck can even roll. Easily the best race I think I've posted ever. That was straight fun. Let's watch back on that last lap and just see how this all played out. Gonna see right here the 51 gonna get into the 52 of Ryan Wayne. Man, gotta hate that for Ryan Wayne. That car just gets launched into the sky. Caldwell then gets loose, comes down. And right there, Patrick Connell trying to save that truck. Ends up getting up on his side. Never flips over, I don't think, fully. Able to stay up on all the wheels right there. And you see others, Austin K. Mitchell, make their way down. Now watch how this went on the backstretch. Mason C. Jones, all Mason needed was some help, and he would have won this race. Unfortunately, no help. You see Alfredo Hidalgo get shipped away. Watch Cameron. What a handlement of the push. Take a look at full speed. Watch the 66 make contact right there. What a push. Now, here, oh, all these trucks getting to the outside. Now I want to watch the 66's on board of this here. This is kind of an interesting thing right here. Watch this. Whoa! Cameron face. Truck already sideways before contact was even made. Look at this. The truck sideways before contact was even made. I don't know how Face didn't get turned with that. Ended up somehow working out for him. What a finish. And at the line, it was Cameron Face who was victorious. So with that, we will be moving on to our next show. We'll talk to our winner, and then we'll move on to our next race, which will be ARCA at Michigan. What a race it was, though. What a race at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Cameron Face was able to pick up the win. That was just straight fun. That was fun action all the way through. And just good job by the drivers too. There was no problems with any drivers. We didn't have to kick anyone. No one was being mean. No one was being malicious. It was just great racing action. So we'll see what the next one will be like. We're going to bring our winner into the booth here shortly. Just getting some pictures. Getting some pictures of the action. So it was great racing action all the way through. And Cameron Face won the pole as well, so it was a straight, just pretty much mastery from Cameron Face. But I think Austin K. Mitchell still had the most laps. And we are going to be ready now to talk to our winner and get that next session up. Cameron Face, you got a copy. Man, what a great, fun, fantastic race that was. And down the backstretch, got quite the push from Chase Modzalewski. Were able to survive all the chaos, stay up front all race, was able to execute at the end to get your second win of the month. How'd you do it? How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Ultimately, about mid-race, Austin went to block high, and I said Merry Christmas, and I just never really looked back. Had to pit for tires, but it was no problem carving through the field because they were just the trucks were just tight, and then they were loose on exit, and they were just all over the place. So was able to carve through the field, get back to the front, and then what sealed the deal was the push down the backstretch from Chase, and yeah, I really appreciate that help from him, and I'll have to help him back at some point. But yeah, MC Motorsports built me very fast Chevy Silverado, and happy to start create back in victory lane second time this month.
All right, we'll see Cameron Face next at Michigan. Thank you, buddy. So looking forward to the action coming up at Michigan, ARCA, Michigan. I mean, this is just what a fantastic, probably my favorite kart track combo on the service, to be honest. ARCA at Michigan. It's just everyone's able to understand it. Everyone runs well at it, you know. And we are going to be running this. I don't know what track. Tough situation with the track conditions because you just don't know. Want to get the best conditions possible for racing action. Michigan 2018, the setup. Whoa, man. We're going to have, hell, at this rate, we might have 6 races. I don't know. Just need all the races to be fun and good if I want to, you know, comes down to what I want to do here, you know. Can we keep hosting the racing action? So Michigan, it is going to be Michigan International Speedway 2018 version. Going to be putting 40 maximum possible cars on the track. Double file. Got all the situations. Going to be doing it late afternoon for the time of race, which should give us a little bit colder temperatures and a little more grip for some more pack racing action. With a clear sky as well. Anyone able to participate. And that should hopefully be what we need for the session. We don't want to make any session mistakes. Usually it always happens, but we don't want to have any session problems. So we'll see if there's any big names in this one this time. Obviously, we didn't see guys like Demos and them in the original race, but think about how often do Monday races happen. This is the Marty Cmejla Rebel Valley Series here. We'll come up with a better name. Cameron Face is going to be the inaugural winner of this brand new division of Rebel Valley Sim Club. So exciting right there. MC Motorsports able to get that team win there, obviously, as owner of MC Motorsports. Pretty excited about how things transpire there, but just tough deal there for the other MCM trucks in that one. It's the 86th MC Motorsports win all time right there. So we'll see how this one goes. We appreciate everyone who has tuned in. We're just streaming just to have a recollection of this, but we still appreciate everyone who's tuning in live. 10 minutes to practice, 2 laps of single car, 5-minute qualifying, and then a 22-lap race. We have 45 minutes to complete it. And that session is now up, so if anyone would like to join who has never heard of this before, just search ASPHALT or RVSC, and hosted's password is ASPHALT. All lowercase password right there. So bringing everyone into the next race here. We'll see what happens here in this one. ARCA at Michigan. We got already multiple drivers: Austin K. Mitchell, Chase Modzalewski, Derek Sklodell, Gage Quick, Brian Post, Caldwell, Todd, Connell, and Zayden Cortinas. Already a pretty sizable field, and everyone from last race so far returning to this race. So what's our last race? Super late models at Slater. So everyone, stay tuned. We might have a race 4. Super late model Slater. Looking forward to that one. That's gonna be wild. And already getting the cars on the racetrack. Wait for some vehicles to start ripping some laps so we can get some. So we can get some images and whatnot. Our timing systems work, so that's good. Just great to be able to host this tonight. You know, it's been an interesting couple of days here. Look at this, Patrick Connell running in the number 10 machine. So we're going to get these camera angles set up properly, and we'll be able to show you guys some of the action on the racetrack. But yeah, you know, back in the day, I wanted to always kind of potentially host some Rebel Valley races. Or back in the day, it was referred to mainly as Asphalt Media. Personally, I like Rebel Valley name a lot. I just gotta appreciate Robbie DeVore. I mean, in March, all hope was lost. We'd never be able to race again. At least that was the perspective. That was what we were thinking. Very sad, you know. Robbie comes up with just a legendary idea. Why don't we just make it all under one, have little individual series, but it's all under the Rebel Valley Sim Club name, you know, so we can please everyone, make everyone happy. It's just great stuff. Best it's ever been. Best months of this was April, May, June. Obviously June, not a whole lot of races. It's been a little tough for us actually. June and May were kind of tough months. Just a lot of trolls came back, and believe it, we're getting these camera angles set up right here. We're looking forward to hopefully some fun action here from Michigan International Speedway. Big time draft, big time runs. And these people still have 10 minutes to register, 5 minutes till qualifying. I don't even know where everyone's at tonight. You know, usually there's more people in the races. Skylar Comstock registers in for his first race of the night. That's going to be a heavy hitter right there. Looks like these angles are all set up so we can show you guys some of the action on the racetrack. Patrick Connell battling here in practice, 2 number 10s, Derek Scodell. In the orange one, Patrick Connell in the white one. Derek Scodell, top of the boards, was in draft with Patrick Connell as he spins him out. See what else we got. Cameron Face looking to go back to back. Cameron Face never has won more than once in one night. One stream. Never has happened. Could it be the opportunity tonight? Here we got the 11 machine. This is going to be, I believe, Caleb Smith. Yep, back once again. 51. Nathan Caldwell. Alfredo Hidalgo back in the number 30. Not a whole lot to watch. Just cars driving around. Here's Zane Cortinas in the 86. Oh, so close to, actually, the last time, this 2 last times I hosted this. This is the combo we ran. Cortinas got wrecked late. Was pretty much the strongest car. Got taken out on the last lap, going for the win. Some of the most ridiculous acts of driving I've seen is the way he got taken out by Michael Good. Not a surprise. Either way, he did not win, and now looking for some redemption here. He's currently 3rd on the board when it comes to practice. Field pretty evenly matched, everyone within half a second, so it'll be a competitive race. I want to watch some of those guys who could really save tires well this race. Ryan Wayne's in this one. He's going to be a favorite. Cameron Face good at saving tires. He's going to be a favorite. Scott Comstock going to be a favorite as well. Those long run cars. Practice comes to a close. Would just like to give a second here to thank all the sponsors for MC Motorsports. The companies who have given us life both on the real life side and the virtual racing side, supporting our drivers and our team, both online and virtually. Mainly online. Still we got our virtual partners as well. Fox Valley, Mosquito, and Tick Control. Warner Commercial Roofing, LLC. Outdoor Independence, LLC. Prime Steer Supper Club. Kutters Landscaping and Maintenance. BTR Network. ProAmpac Flexible Packaging. Seymour Colostrum. Q90 FM Christian Truth Radio. EB Auto. Start Create. Wire Wealth Management. Peter's Boys, Texas Barbecue. And Connell Rodeo Company. We appreciate all our partners. Everyone who supports and builds and allows us to be able to do these events on a weekly basis. For those wondering how the real life stuff is going, I'm wondering the same thing because we haven't had any racing action in 2 weeks in real life. It's been rained out the last 2 weeks, and they don't make up the rained out events, so it's just done. 2 weeks off the season right there. The 15 race season now is 13 race season. Luckily, this week Cole Trudeau is up next to drive, but he will be having some good weather, so we will be back racing. Cortinas, top of the boards in the 86. Here's Gage Quick back in the 31 machine. Landon Slagan in the 18. Chase Modzlewski in the 77. Noah Todd, who was upside down last race, in the 18. The cars make their laps. They make their way. Landon Slagan to the top of the boards in the 18 machine. Here's Austin K. Mitchell, another heavy hitter. It's going to be fun to watch. See what Austin K. Mitchell can do. Ends up 3rd on the charts. Cameron Face, dead last. 1.2 seconds off the pace. Something must have went wrong there on that lap. So we'll see what happens. Where will Face end up on his second lap? Looks to be better this time. Can he go back-to-back poles? It will be 7th for Cameron Face. So not enough for the back-to-back poles. See our board there. We still got a couple cars on the racetrack. Getting their laps in. Always fun to be at Michigan International Speedway, though. Austin K. Mitchell disconnects from the session due to internet connection problems. Gavin Schilling, a new racer tonight, has joined in. Will not have time to qualify, though, it looks like. So, tough break for these late registrations. But it's a pretty sizable field, about 20 cars once again coming out. Let's see if there's anyone ripping laps still here on the racetrack. So we have advanced the session here. And it's Landon Slagan on the pole. We will show you guys the broadcast here once again here soon. So we are going to be ready to get this one underway. Got the cars on the track. We'll show you that now. 22 laps. And we're all ready to go. No one on the inside joining in yet. Gonna be a fun one here. There's the 17. This is Cormier. Justin Cormier. This is one of them last names. It can be Cormier or Cormier. Justin Cormier or Justin Cormier. Probably Cormier, but sometimes it can be weird. Here's Gavin Schilling. 19 years old from St. John. Spec Miata driver. So this guy's got some real life experience. Great to have him here. Look at that. Great picture right there. 19 cars. But we got 18, looks like, on the track. Actually, see my name on the leaderboard. The 88 of Cmejla starting 15th. So actually we only have 18 cars. Obviously I'm not racing. It's going to be interesting to see these guys, some of these cars really good in qualifying, but we'll see how they handle in the race. Be interesting to see how some of these cars charge their way through. 22 laps, so we're looking at another short race here. It's an honor to be here hosting for you guys watching. And it looks like Skylar Comstock will not be participating, so Yeah, it does not look like he is going to be racing in this one. But it's Landon Slagan who will be starting from the pole. Gonna get a little better zoom here in this view here. Oh yeah, and this one's gonna need a better view. Just hold on for a second here. Need the best possible camera angles for the racing action. Landon Slagan on the pole here. He's got Chase Modzalewski, Austin K. Mitchell, and Noah Todd behind him. Here we go. 22 laps from Michigan Speedway. And the green flag is in the air. We are underway here at Michigan. Already we see cars jumping out of line. Way in the back. We'll see how these cars handle as they go into turn 1 for the first time. Different levels of speed. How much do you go into turns 1 and 2 on the first lap? Oh, we see Caleb Smith into the outside wall. Cameron Face down multiple positions right off the start. Back here, they're 4 wide. Back up front is Austin K. Mitchell, who takes an early lead over the pole sitter Landon Slagan. He's got Zayden Cortinas right to his. Oh, we got spinning and wrecking in the back. Multiple cars around. Is it good enough to stay grease at the tail end of the field? See how much cars we got racing up front. I think we got a pretty solid pack. So we're going to keep this one green for now. There goes the 18. Around right in front of the field. That's Noah Todd. Everyone able to make it through. And it looks like we're going to keep it green once again. Single car spin that time. Log some laps. Get some racing here. Austin K. Mitchell, pretty sizable lead here. You see Zayden Cortinas looking for some help. Landon Slagan. That's going to be the name of the game. You guys gotta work together. If you're not leading, you should be pushing. Someone else to catch up to that leader. It's teamwork. It's a pack of about maybe 8 cars here to start this one off. Oh, you see more contact. Keith Ingram. See Derek Skladell in the number 10. Making his way through. Chase Ingram, that is, in the 01. You see there's the 18 of Noah Todd, who's skewed on the apron. 4 wide for about 3rd, and now Landon Slagan chasing Austin K. Mitchell in the 14. Oh, nearly some contact up front for the lead. Oh, Austin K. Mitchell. Trying to do some aerodynamic games right there, trying to aero block a bit, which is possible with this car. This car does have some dirty air factors to it. Down the backstretch they go, 19 to go in this race. Oh, there goes the 18 car in the wall. That's going to bring out our first caution of the race. Oh, and Ryan Wayne, nowhere to go, gets involved. Landon Slagan, our pole sitter. Going to get turned around by, it looks like it was Chase Modzalewski, who ultimately turned him around. So Landon Slagan gonna go for a hard hit. Let's see what happened. Gets up the racetrack, trying to set himself up with a high entry to the corner. Chase Modzalewski just kind of ran out of space, both of these guys. Nathan Caldwell, I think, escapes without any damage. Barely. Well, this gets really close. Whoa! Oh, there's a whole other... Oh! Oh! There's a whole other sequence of events here after the wreck. 3 others involved. Caldwell. Oh, look at this. Synchronized slides for these guys. Look at that, all 3 of them. Would have been cool if they saved it, but they just weren't able to. The 51 goes around. The 10 makes minor contact to the left side. Maybe a little heavier than we thought. Ryan Wayne, we saw him get involved. And he committed high here, getting pushed by Schilling. And he was already well committed. Just kind of could have probably stayed high, but that 18 was still spinning down. Just a hard judgment. Picked the wrong lane to commit to for the 39 of Ryan Wayne. And we still got cars catching up here. These guys are getting laps back under full speed. Some of these cars are. We go back up front here. We still see a handful of cars catching up and in the pit, so we're going to make this 2 to green right here. But it's Austin K. Mitchell first, Keith Ingram second. We got Cortinas third, Face fourth, Connell fifth, Schilling sixth, Gavin Quick seventh, and Derek Skladell getting too many laps back. Skladell, we have to communicate with him here to tell him that, oh, unless he's bringing it into the pits for some extra repairs, potentially the number 10 machine, which is a tactic you can do, I guess. Just pass the whole field, get repairs. We see Alfredo Hidalgo with some damage on the front end. Cormier got a fast repair. He's back on the lead lap. Caleb Smith, fast repair as well. Not entirely sure how that first initial crash started there on the opening lap. But it's Austin K. Mitchell and Chase Ingram who are your top two. Ryan Wayne had to have taken a fast repair in the 39. That car was destroyed. Gage Quick in the, is that Gage in the 31? Yep. He also probably took a fast repair. Chase Monzalewski, don't think he had too much damage. But either way, it's still been a pretty solid race so far. Obviously, some pretty decent amount of wrecks. Looks like only like 6 cars have been damage-free so far. So it'll be interesting to see how they run. Still a full field of cars. Alfredo Hidalgo, the only car not with the field right now. Alfredo in the pits in that 30 car. Into 3 and 4 with 1 lap to go until that green flag waves once again. We're about 6 laps through this one so far. I don't know. We might do more of the 4 races tonight. It just depends if I got to do something or not. Through the restart zone, Austin K. Mitchell brings them back to the green flag. It's a pretty solid start. About 2 car lengths on the second place car of Chase Ingram. Gavin Schilling to the outside in the 40, making it 3 wide into turn 1. Zayden Cortinas, we talked about it earlier, looking for redemption after the last time we were at Arkham, Michigan. Breaking the draft down the back straightaway. Oh, side checks Keith Ingram in the 01 car. That's going to be hard to get used to calling him Chase Ingram, but that's his real name. Keith is his dad, I believe. To the inside, Cameron Face looking. Chase Ingram takes the lead. Just about clears everyone. He does. Teammates on the inside at MC Motorsports finding their way, but it's going to be that outside lane. That's the preferred place. Off the corner, the runs are so huge. Oh, Cortinas gets loose and gets into Austin K. Mitchell, who gets into Chase Monzalewski. Caleb Smith gonna be able to escape, it looks like, but we're gonna be able to keep it green. Just a minor wreck back there. Oh, Gavin Schilling looking to the lead in the number 40 car. To the inside he goes. It's still Chase Ingram who has the advantage. It so looks like, but there's just no one pushing right now. No one pushing each other. That's what Chase Ingram wants to see. He wants to see no one get connected. He wants to see the runs continue. Down and through the corner here. We see Ryan Wayne, Zayden Cortinas. Oh, we see a car on the wall. That's Cormier. Gonna spin Noah Todd around. Heavy wreck with 2 cars in the back. I believe Todd already took a fast repair as well. And that will be another DNF for the 18 machine. Back up front. See Cortinas ripping the boards. Now Ryan Wade side by side with Chase Singer for the lead. But who gets the advantage out of the corner? Ryan Wade going to need to get pushed by Cortinas and try to challenge for the lead. But Cortinas just not going to be able to push him. Again, we keep saying it. I keep saying it here. It's going to come down to pushing. While you may not be friends with them, you got to push. That is how you're going to be able to pass the leader. We see that outside. And now will Caldwell push the 86? No, he will not. Personally, it's kind of hard to watch. Because as a driver myself on the sim, as knowing what I would do in those situations is just push the second place car. Because right now it looks like it's a battle for second for the win, you know. So what will they do this time around? Cortinas gonna push the 51. This time almost turns him around. That kind of fails that whole situation, but if you're Chase Ingram, you just love what you're seeing right now. Love seeing these guys battle for second as if second's for the win. Exiting turn 2, Chase Ingram with the lead. Caldwell, who was in position to win last time. Cortinas still battling like seconds for the win. Through turns 3 and 4. Cortinas, there might be an opportunity this time, but no, they're still going to be battling for second, side by side, holding each other back. They might even go 3 wide now. It's a hard, you know, there goes Caldwell to the inside. Chase Ingram still battling. Oh, now Caldwell's blinking out. Remember, Slagan was turned around earlier. So he's just looking to, he's been charging his way through the field. That was our pulse hitter. And there's 10 laps to go. This race is running out of time. I cannot believe what we're watching right now. Viewers at home, this is something else. How much did Chase Ingram pay the field to just battle each other for second? Close racing, Cortinas right there. Cortinas and Slagan, nearly some contact right there. See him still fighting for position all throughout the field. The outside is the dominant place. You see Slagan there just battling Cortinas. You're not going to the lead if you're going to be battling for third and second. But Caldwell's getting somewhere now. The fact that Caldwell has no one battling him for third is helping him out. See Ryan Wayne, Patrick Connell, some contact deep in the field. But still Chase Ingram in the 0-1. A single file line with now 7 to go, it looks like. There goes Caldwell to the inside. That inside, it's going to be tough to get anything to work there on that inside. That's the problem. He's going to have to slot up in front of Cortinas. Cortinas is going to have to push him, but he's not. Cortinas almost side by side down the front straightaway, and they're still jostling for second place. Here comes Scladell. This is just crazy stuff. This is just wild to watch this race unfold. Chase Ingram just doing it. Honestly, I don't want to say it's luck, but he's kind of getting lucky. It's just drivers not thinking, drivers just not knowing how to run this style of racing. That's essentially what's going on here. It's drafting racing, it's a pack race. You got to be team, you got to be working with the other cars. And Scladell's got to push the 86 here. He's got to push the 86 here, but he's not going to. And we're in the same position where we were once again, where now they're battling for second While it looks like they're charging for the lead, they're really not. They're just battling each other. And now Cameron Face, who's got a teammate in front of him. This might be where we see the tide begin to turn. Now Cortinas might have a run on that 01 car. If the 85 and 86 could hook up, that might be the end for Chase Ingram and the battling for second, because we know these guys are probably going to just push each other here. Chase doing a good job breaking the draft, trying to do whatever he can. The 86 is a big run. He goes to the inside. Zayden Cortinas looking for his first career Rebel Valley Sim Club win. Slide job up the racetrack, clears the 01 car, but he gets into the wall. Oh, and around goes Cameron Face. It's a scuffle at the front of the field. Nathan Caldwell coming through with the most momentum in the 51 car. Derek Scudell. It's a new set of players at the front of the field with 4 to go. And now Scudell is trying to do the slider as well. And somehow Chase Ingram comes up with the lead after all that. Zayden Cortinas. Was it really worth doing all that? Now those teammates are back lined up once again here on the outside. But now you got Ryan Wayne up in the second spot. I was talking about it earlier. He won to watch towards the end of this one here at Michigan. But Chase Ingram is just doing a great job breaking the draft. These guys are still battling side by side as if second place was where you had to be to win this race. It's going to come down to cars giving pushes. Cameron Face trying to go back to back. They're still side by side now, coming to 2 laps to go. Time is running out. Opportunities are limited. Chase Ingram is dominating this race. Cameron Face into the wall. That's probably going to do it for him. I don't know if he's going to have an opportunity to catch back up. Now it's Ryan Wayne's turn to try to get something to happen here. Through 3 and 4. Come into the white flag. Does Ryan Wayne clear him? Oh, he almost does. He's got a side draft. Ryan Wayne needs to be more aggressive than that. He lets Chase Ingram get back by. 1 lap to go. Ryan's caught a side draft more than that. Cannot let that 01 get the clear. Down, he might clear him out of 4. Out of 2, he does. Down the backstretch for the final time. Ryan Wayne might steal this one late. Here comes Ingram. Back to the inside through the final corners. Oh, the 10 of Scudell. Contact. The leaders are going to get sideways. Contact was made, and Chase Ingram, a little bit dirty, but he's going to get the win that he deserves at Michigan. Chase Ingram gets it done at Michigan. How about that? See Zayden Cortinas. Going to be another tough finish for him. But it's Chase Ingram who wrestles his way through Ryan Wayne to get the win. Looks like Ryan Wayne might not be happy about that move right there. Showing the displeasure. Chase Ingram, we talked about it at the start of the broadcast. It's been a good run for him. Been winning more often than anyone recently in the Rebel Valley Sim Club. Burns it down here in Michigan. Patrick Connell with that last lap corner was able to sneak into a top 5. But Chase Ingram able to get the win here at Michigan. Let's take a look at how things transpired here. Into the final corner, see the 85 get into the 10. Well, I feel bad for Scudell. If that didn't happen, I think Scudell would have won this race. If that didn't happen, Scudell would have won. Right here, let's watch this again. The 01 just drifted into the 39, took him right out. And what a good job by Ingram to save and not spin himself as well. Otherwise, it would have been a back-to-back Cameron Face situation. Chase Ingram victorious. Once again. Patrick Connell, where did he come from? And he's all the way back here. Watch this final corner for him. Oh, kind of split everyone right through the middle. Pick up a top 5 finish. Not too bad, Patrick Connell. But either way, we will be making that next session. We'll talk about Chase Agrub, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
And how about that? I mean, just able to lead the whole race, and, you know, right at the last lap, looked like Ryan Wayne was going to steal that one right from you, but you had to do what you had to do to make that race yours. How'd you get it done, and how do you feel?
Pretty good, but yeah, in turn 3 there, I sent it there, and I hadn't driven the bottom in a while. Tires that just slid up, and I wasn't backing out since it was the last lap, so.
Yeah, just yeah, that's a good point. You were ripping the top. I mean, it just seemed like no one knew how to drive this style of racing. I mean, you were leading. Cars were bad. No one was pushing each other to make a run on you. Cars were just battling for second as if it was for the win. It was like you paid them to not race you. You know, it was funny there for a moment. But then things kind of got more close as the last laps came around. But ultimately, man, you are able to win once again. So race 4 will likely happen, so we will see you then, unless you've got Slater Super Late Model. But it's Chase Ingram who's able to get the win. So now it's going to be time for some more racing action. This time we're going to be bringing them to Slater Speedway Oval for the first time in Rebel Valley Sim Club history. And there will be no password for this race because we want people to race and we're not going to have enough of a field. So we're going to make this one a 40 lap race here. So another quick one. And we'll be listening for your combos for race 4. It's going to happen. We will have a race 4. Super late model at Slater. Gonna need 5 cars registered to do this race. If we don't have 5 cars in this race, we will not do it. We will skip it out. And that session is going to be bought. And it will be up shortly. Well, we're here in Charlotte, Vegas for options from our community. I was thinking about something a little more devious, something a little more fun, you know, something a little more unusual. But we might have a race 5 as well, so might have all sorts of things happening. This session is up. It is no password, so we will see who all participates in this. Someone, oh my gosh, someone might be getting a free win. Who knows? Who knows who all owns this and who's all gonna race, you know? Patrick Connell, the only registration so far here. So we'll see if any other racers end up joining in. Mini stock Indy. That's not a horrible idea. IndyCar at Talladega. Ooh. So we got all sorts of options. Might have a race 5 too. So. Oh, we already got 3 racers in. So looks like we probably will get 2 more. You would think. You would think, right? So not too concerned. Slater in Slater, Wisconsin. Only about an hour away from my location. Try to get once again trying to get these camera angles set right. And it looks like we got them all set to go here, so we will show you guys what is going on the racetrack. FC Patrick Connell leads practice. We'll see who all registers in this one. Here's the 62. This is Chase Montoluski. In the wall. Here's Brian Post in the 64. So it might be good opportunities. A lot of these guys, Brian Post, no wins. Patrick Connell, 3 wins. Chase Montoluski, 2 wins in the Rebel Valley Sim Club. So opportunities are there for one of these guys to add one to those win columns. I mean, these guys should have a lot more wins. They've been robbed of so many. So sometimes it's nice to make up for some of those that you should have had in the win column. But we still got 11 minutes of practice, so we will. I'm just gonna take a little break myself, walk around the house a little bit. We'll be back and we'll see who all is here. Aaron Raymond from Highgate, Vermont, comes into the session and looks to be a pro. Look at this, putting tenths on the field. So this might be one to beat if he sticks with the race. We have 5 cars now, so this will happen no matter what. Looking at a 40-lap race, we got Aaron Raymond. That name sounds familiar. Name sounds familiar. Patrick Connell, Chase Ingram is back. Chase Modzalewski, Brian Post. Just amongst some of those cars. Participated in the race. So we'll see how this all plays out. But Aaron Raymond, anything can happen at Slater. That's the thing. It's such a tough racetrack. The wall comes at you quickly exiting turn 4. The back stretch is banked, but then the front stretch is not banked as much as the back stretch. So you're really looking at some problems to come. See Ingram just getting on the apron there, is killing any opportunity he has. You know what? It looks fun to run some laps, so personally I'm going to get out and see what the time we can run. What are we capable of here? Kill some time a bit. Oh my gosh. Need to turn on my game input services here because everything is messed up. That is basically what allows my pedals and wheel to work. If you watch there, my brakes and gas were going on at the same time. I was only hitting the throttle. So let's start that up. It is up. There we go. So we'll show how it's done here. Basically, you need a higher entry, just arc your way down the corner. Get a pretty solid amount of braking, you kind of got to carry it through. But it's tough for sure. I say all this, meanwhile, like last on the boards. Moving up the timing boards just a bit here. Tires are getting a little warmer. Car's starting to come to me here. Carter Levi registers, so that'll bring it up to 6 cars for a race, which is good. Hey, you gotta stay off that apron. You gotta arc it. This thing will not turn though. Shane Hodges. So we're gonna get some people. By the time we're ready to go, we might have like 10 in here, which is a lot for this little racetrack. Man, no matter what I try to do, the car will not turn. There we go. Good corner. Well, you see what I mean when the wall comes close. That is essentially what I'm getting at. So back we are, 2 minutes left in practice. And here is Carter Levi. So this guy coming in here, running a pretty good, really good super late model looking scheme right there. We'll see what laps he's capable of and see exactly what competition this is going to bring. Oh, he's going to get spun by Chase Ingram. And we got at number 10, another number 10, Patrick Connell, the number 10. Then we got Shane Hodges, who will be driving another number 10 car here. Another cool scheme. And we'll see where he stacks up in the timing boards. Oh, he seems to know what he's doing. Look at that. Oh my gosh. These are like perfect corners here. We're talking perfect corners. A little bit of a mess up right there. What was that lap good for though? 3/10 off. Is that in the lap? Now on the apron here. Oh, Brian Post gonna get in the way. We're unable to tell. Oh! Got him upside down here. But some new names coming to the community here, so this is gonna be interesting. Might have 10 cars by the time we get this thing started, which is the perfect field. It's gonna be all sorts of chaos. Any bit of contact to the rear end of one of these cars will spin it around. So we're gonna see some stuff happen. Brian Post 7/10 off. Struggling to get any lap in. Carter Levi jumps up to 3rd in practice. So he's got some solid speed. Hodges only 2/10 off. Some solid speed as well. And now it's going to be time for qualifying. So we will see how this one transpires. So it's just going to be interesting to see how things ultimately go. In this qualified, Patrick Connell, the Dodge for MC Motorsports, the Wisconsin current native, born in Texas. Oh, he's in the wall. So this lap is not going to count. He's getting 2 laps. This one's not going to count. This time he makes sure. Oh, now he's spinning. Tough run for Connell. Yeah, not going to be a good lap here. He's got a bad entrance, and now he's just got to hang on, not hit the wall here. And he's going to be good for 4/10 off in 3rd. So it was a little bit tough for Patrick Connell right there. But we ultimately just got to see how things are going to play out here. Shane Hodges disconnects due to internet connection problems, so we'll see if he joins back or not. That's another guy we've never heard of before. He's a new racer. Brand new to everything, so Man, just straight, complete, just it's tough to be on the X. The website X, just a bad place. Because too many people just don't know what they're talking about. Everyone, what I'm referring here is everyone on the in-season bracket. Oh, all of a sudden, all sorts of people are joining in here. We got over 10 cars now. But basically, what I was saying is how all of a sudden, well, basically what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to get out here is that NASCAR said, oh, all the brackets are busted. Our fan base is just a different level of stupid because March Madness, this is all a March Madness scheme that NASCAR is trying to run here. And Denny Hamlin got the idea from March Madness. That's all it is. It's March Madness. There's no possible way everyone's going to get the bracket right. So when NASCAR makes a post saying 0 perfect brackets remain, that should be something to, like, oh, that's expected. You look at the replies, everyone's saying, oh, well, what's the point of the bracket then? What's the point? Why are we even doing this now? It's like, are people really that incomprehensible? You know? It's unbelievable. Like, the bracket is good. No one's getting a perfect bracket in that. It'll never happen in March Madness. It'll never happen in this bracket. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that way. And then I even saw a post that said, well, now no one's getting $1 million, I guess. Like, holy frickin' crap. No one's getting $1 million except the driver who wins the whole tournament. The driver. No fans are getting $1 million. Oh, my gosh. Sad thing is, it's probably some, like, 50-year-old man saying that who's got 50 years of experience on the planet. Just unbelievable. That's all it is. Just unbelievable. Qualifying's done. We'll show you the race. We'll show you the camera once again. And we still got to think of our next race. It's going to be tough. IndyCar Talladega, maybe? That's what we call good stuff. That's what I would consider good stuff right there. Well, we had a couple new registrations in this one. Carter Levi on the pole. To his outside is Shane Hodges. So those two who we were watching in practice, and we got Chase Ingram, Aaron Raymond. And then in the Ty Majeski's Slater late model car, I believe that is going to be Kyle Corson. And then we got Gary Smith, real life racer in Virginia. Then we got Patrick Connell, Kathan Gilligan in the 87, and CJ Everett in the 11 car. Still waiting for Brian Post, Chase Monzalewski to register or join the race. But it's a 40-lap dash here from Slater. And I don't know how we're going to go about throwing cautions in this one, because it's going to be interesting. We're just hoping these drivers can cooperate and hopefully take it easy. But we know this track is the world's fastest quarter-mile racetrack, and it is. It truly is. So it's going to be a tall task to ask for clean racing all the way through, especially when about half the field are names we've never heard of before, maybe more. Yeah, more than half. There's also Dietrich, who's starting 8th, who qualified but not in yet. Well, we got clearly 5 cars, at least, so that is going to be enough for us to race. 2 laps of pacing, and then we'll get underway with the green flag racing from Slater Speedway. Yep, Post and Dietrich are all out. They've disconnected. Fix that camera angle quick. Pace car is in. We're getting underway. Slater Speedway, 40 laps. And we're green. Carter Levi leads them to the start-finish line. Already got one in the wall. It's the 97 of Smith. Ingram up the racetrack. He's lapped about 12 seconds. 11 seconds maybe even. Oh, round in the back. Got him spinning. Got one parked on the exit of the corner. Got him up in the air. Got him hard on the wall. But so far, it's good enough to keep this one green. We can't be throwing cautions every second. Oh! Got one up against the outside wall. But it's Carter Levi in the 28. Who hangs on to the lead over Chase Ingram, who's battling Aaron Raymond for second. So far, interesting start, kind of expected, but... Oh, there goes the 87 around in front of the field once again. It's going to bring out our first caution of the race. And he was up in the air on top of cars earlier on. It's the 87 of Kathan Gilligan, one of the later registries. Has a fast repair, so he'll be able to join back if he so desires. Might be mad at someone. Might be trying to get payback on someone here, I don't know. Or he might just be trying to get to the pits, trying to let the field by here. Yep, now he's going to the pits. But it's Carter Levi now with the lead. Aaron Raymond up in second. And already a quarter of the way almost here. This race is going to go by really quick. So it's about time we get ready for the next one. Looks like double file already, looking to get the green flag back in the air. Down the back straightaway, Carter Levi, Aaron Raymond. Gonna bring him to the green. Green is back out. Levi, oh, sideways! Oh, he gets turned in front of the field. Big time crash. 4 cars involved, and the caution is gonna wave. And from the lead, he spun the tires, and Aaron Raymond shipped him around. From the outside, really nothing Aaron Raymond could have done differently. But Carter Levi from the lead. You see the 10 car involved. That's the 10 of CJ Everett. That car destroyed. Take a look at what happened. So right here, you're going to see the 28 get to the gas, and this car is going to slide. Just an odd place. And Aaron Raymond then gets up into him there from the outside down. Keith Ingram, Chase Ingram, nowhere to go in the 01 car. And then here comes CJ Everett in the 10. Gets just blasted into the wall hard. And Gary Smith in the 97. We're going to look at the 91 sneak by on the inside there. So a pretty sizable crash. Biggest so far in the race. So it's Aaron Raymond who restarted second in that time around, and now it's 1 to green once again. Patrick Connell, one of the only Rebel Valley regulars here. Oh! Ingram into the tire barrier. Was trying to get laps back and ends up taking out Carter Levi. But the green is out either way. Aaron Raymond, Shane Hodges, Patrick Connell. Oh, Patrick Connell gonna nearly get turned, and he does. Around goes the 10 machine. Up in the wall was a tough run. The car barely turned there in the corner. And they're around in the back, but it's Aaron Raymond. Got Shane Hodges all over his rear end. Got Gary Smith, who is running third, also in the mix, just in case something goes wrong up here. Almost halfway, these laps very quick. Carter Levi, that car got right front damage from Chase Ingram's mishap. Still running, actually able to get past Patrick Connell. Patrick Connell, the only Rebel Valley regular left on the racetrack now. Good racing, Aaron Raymond able to pull away ever so slightly. Here's the 87, Nathan Gilligan. Multiple laps down, and in the wall, the 87 goes. Able to get pretty much out of the way of the leaders for the most part. So we're able to hang on. Up front, that's Corson in the 91 car, almost going a lap down here. This race is going to end quickly. Will we see another caution flag? Hodges into the wall. Aaron Raymond is one of the first randoms, per se, to join this session. It is running away with this one. Oh, we got one upside down. It's the 87 of Kathan Gilligan. Once again, bringing down another caution. Oh, and we got more problems. The number 10, CJ Everett, up in the wall. So sizable contact for a lot of these cars. So let's see what happened. The 87, all by himself, just drives it into the wall. So tough deal of situation. iRacing not letting me remove Keith from the session at this moment. So we'll get to that whenever it lets me. But it brings out the caution flag once again. Aaron Raymond really the only car that's fully clean. Gary Smith was involved in trouble. I think he's down a fast repair. Patrick Connell got collected in some carnage earlier. Carter Levi, that car, Chase Ingram's problems. So still some difficulties with that. Hodges ends up going to the pits. And that makes it 1 to green now. Hodges getting some laps back, trying not to make the same mistake Chase Ingram did. He does not. It's a 5-car field. Aaron Raymond got 13 laps to do it. Green flag back in the air. Gets a great restart right there. Oh, Patrick Connell gets into Gary Smith. Gary Smith slides back to 5th, and now side by side for 2nd. Crossover move from Patrick Connell to the inside, but Carter Levi gonna get that high entry. Connell, oh, up the track. Here comes Corson. Oh, Patrick completely misses turns 1 and 2 that time, and now gets back down into Carter Levi. While all this transpires, Aaron Raymond continues to pull away. He's got only 10 laps to hang on and secure this one. Gary Smith. Shane Hodges was able to get back on the Levi. Now he's in the wall. Sideways. Nearly going around. But we see the big lead here that Aaron Raymond has. Carter Levi, we know he has speed. If we get a restart here, it could get interesting. Hey, we might just force this to go to overtime, just like Robbie does. Personally, in SIMSTOCK, I wouldn't do it. But here in this, it might just be an opportunity. Robbie does it all the time. Does some overtime, get things excited. That's what we might have to do. We got to see how this plays out. If it were to be Levi versus Raymond. Oh, contact! The 10 hard on the wall and upside down. Right in front of our leader. That is Shane Hodges. Up and over in the number 10 contact with, I believe, Gary Smith. Gary Smith piles right into him. Flips some back over. And now we will just naturally get to see how it will play out. Hodges is going to bring this to the pits. Not sure if he has a fast repair left or not. Oh, barely able to make it into the pits in the first place. Patrick Connell scored a lap down. So he's going to get his lap back, and he's going to be in 4th place on the restart. There's only 4 cars left on the racetrack. Make that 5. Gary Smith going to be able to get his lap back here. Unless he chooses not to. And that'll make this 1 to green. It's going to come down to Raymond, Levi, and Corson, with Connell lurking in the background. Here we go. We know Raymond likes to get that early start. There he goes again. 2 to go from Slater. A great jump for Raymond. But here comes Levi. Kind of had a bad exit coming to the last lap. White flag in the air for Aaron Raymond. Oh, Levi not happy, cuts the course. It's going to be Aaron Raymond who gets the win at Slater. Patrick Connell brings it home second. And I think that's all we had left. Carter Levi gets dumped by Corson, ends up retaliating. And Aaron Raymond burns it down. How about that? Not in the Discord server, I don't believe. Check. But 2 seconds over Patrick Connell, Aaron Raymond able to hang on and get the win. Aaron Raymond, victorious. So now it's time to decide on a race number 4. What will and what should it be? I think Patrick Connell pitted for a faster pair. That's why he ended up a lap down at that specific point. Patrick Connell almost had that one there. Almost had the Rebel Valley regular get the win. But it was Aaron Raymond. I said that name seems familiar. So we will check and see. Well, while we have the opportunity, let's talk to someone. Patrick Connell, 2nd place finisher. Patrick Connell able to finish 2nd place in that race. How'd you do it?
Because the guy in front of me wrecked the other guy in front of me.
Yeah, what else more would have it taken to potentially get that win there?
Well, I had to slow down to avoid a little bit the people in front of me, and that Aaron guy, whoever won, was obviously a professional. I am not a professional at this racetrack. First time I've actually ever done this combo. You know what? We had fun. Great. Big shout out to our number 10 MC Motorsports, Hellcat, Warner, Wireworld Management, Prime Steer, Supper Club, ProAmpac, Dodge Racing, of course, Q9DFM, Wireworld Management, all the sponsors that make this MCM team go around. We're just really happy to bring it another great finish here tonight, but sadly Patrick Connell cannot stop losing races.
Well, Patrick, are you going to be able to race any more races tonight?
Unfortunately, we will have to be calling it a night here as we have dinner, and then there's other places we like to be that will be hanging up the number 10 for the night.
Dang, so it looks like Patrick Connell not going to be able to race IndyCar Talladega, which is the leading choice for our next race. Well, Pat, we will see you.
Hearing this, we might just have to make some adjustments.
Oh. Adjustments might need to be made. I guess we'll find out, but the session's going to be going up. IndyCar, Talladega. So IndyCar Talladega, it is going to look to be here. We will bring a password back for this one because we know how this could go. So time limit, we're going to bring 15 minutes, 2 qualifying laps, and a 20-lap race. And for cars, we're going to be doing so we will see how this transpires here. We're making the session. We got, looks like a solid amount of people want to race it. Unfortunately, we hate to hear, but Gage Quick will not be able to race. Oh, there is a setup. Wouldn't you imagine that? There is a setup for it, so we will be doing it. Talladega Super Speedway. I'm gonna be allowing how many drivers race IndyCar? Should be an easy answer. 27, right? 27 cars. It'll be a single file restart. Time of day, afternoon. Clear weather. Race options. Everything good. Track conditions good. And that session is bought. And we are going to be ready to go here. Fun racing action. IndyCar Talladega. Zayden Cortinas, we're hearing, will be back with MC Motorsports. Driving the number 86 car, it'll be unsponsored. I just don't want this month of racing to end, you know. I mean, hey, if I got time, I'll keep hosting races here, you know. This is my own series now. It's the Marty Cmejla Rebel Valley Sim Club series. Hosted by yours truly. Whenever we can get it done. Hey, for those wondering about SIMSTOCK, you know, I just don't know, you know. For me personally, it's a bit repetitive. I knew it would end up happening where it would get repetitive. Where it would get repetitive in terms of just doing the same exact car. So with that being said, there might not be a whole lot of SIMSTOCK in the future, but I shift my focus to this series. So at least we're getting something. Hate that for Gage Quick, who said he's unable to race this one. Really, we really hate that. Maybe he can get the funds, the $12 to be able to do it. Well, we're hearing reports that Daniel Mosteller and company might be in this race, so this could be a little more competitive than what we would have thought initially, which is going to be more action-packed. That session is up, and certainly enough, Daniel Mosteller in the race, along with Josh Kenyon, Christian Delgado, and others. The competition is back. And we will be banning people who create tomfoolery out of this. We've had a great night so far. We don't want a couple sour apples to ruin it. All 3 races have been fantastic, fun, action-packed. Miss Sammy V, we appreciate that subscription. Pretty much the only content on MC Motorsports for when it comes to live streaming is going to be these Rebel Valley streams. So we will see what all comes down to when it comes to that. But we appreciate that subscription. That's right, Mama Asphalt. I remember seeing you in the Twitch chats back in the day, and proud supporter of Asphalt / Rebel Valley Sim Club for all these years. And with that being said, there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cars in the race. So 11 machines going to be taking the track here at Talladega for a 20-lap race. And I don't know if they're going to be good on fuel or not. These Indy cars are a little bit different when it comes to fuel. But we'll show some of the on-track action when it comes to that point. A couple more cars registered. Brian Post, Julian Nels. You can hear it. These Indy cars are out on the racetrack for the first time in Rebel Valley Sim Club history at Talladega Superspeedway. For the Indy cars. Getting the camera angles set up. What might be our last race of the night. We might throw a dirt one up after this. Just a dirt mini stock. We have not done that in a while here. Need another one of those. But it is IndyCar at Talladega. For the first time in Rebel Valley Sim Club history. So we'll just have to see how this one goes. Camera angles all set up and well. So we'll show you the on-track action. 9 minutes left in practice. What might be our last race. Might throw up a dirt one. Maybe more. Maybe more. So the field makes their way. Here's Cameron Face. He picked up a win on the night already. Still trying to get number 2 on the night. He's never, like we said earlier, he's never been able to do that. Here's Zayden Cortinas in the recently constructed number 86 car for MC Motorsports. Still looking for his first win. He kind of choked at Michigan. That slide job. It was a good move in hindsight, but unfortunately, it ultimately was not. Here's Josh Kenyon in the 27, his first start of the night. Here's Julian Nels in the number 2. Zayden Cortinas. Hard contact. Austin K. Mitchell. Nathan Caldwell. Saw Derek Skladell, number 37. Chase Agram, also a winner on the night. Michael A. Good said he never joined one of my hosted races again in Rebel Valley, but here he is. And here's Daniel Mosteller, the favorite to win this one. the second winningest Rebel Valley Sim Club driver of all time. Him and Josh Kenyon, both the favorites to win easily here at Talladega today. But, I don't know if the NASCAR skill for super speedways will translate to the IndyCar. If you're Daniel Mosteller, it'll be interesting to watch. Now, while you might be watching, you might think this is a horrible idea. It really is. It's really not that bad. I did some of these races back in the day, back in the old style Talladega and iRacing. It really isn't that bad. There's really nothing. No one's pushing, so it's just twitching. That one less violent than Cortinas is full send into the turn one wall. We heard Patrick Connell was trying to make arrangements to race this one, but it just doesn't look like that's going to be happening. He's still not in the session, so looks like no Patrick Connell. Alfredo Hidalgo pacing the field here in practice. He's a SIMSTOCK winner, but still looking for that Rebel Valley Sim Club win. Oh, some violent looking wrecks here. Qualifying going to be interesting as well. Who's going to have the pace? Who knows what they're doing? Who knows what they're doing to qualify? So we can show you our board. Alfredo Hidalgo still leading in practice. And all these guys will have one fast repair, so if they wreck, they're not going to be fully out of it. Scheme duplication here is going to make it pretty tough. Actually, Hidalgo's got the red number 17. Michael Good's got the white, the normal colors. 4 minutes left still here in practice. Well, I suppose it's about that time. Let's show you behind the wheel, see what it's like. The newly sounding IndyCar. See all this chaos here. But just like any other car here, it's going to be full throttle. Going to be using all 6 gears. Just love how these sound ever since the new update. They sound a lot better. Almost get taken out right there. Oh, we got some spin. Woo. Easy avoidance right there. Saw that one coming. Christian Elgato joins in. Riker Byron joins in. The whole NR night game making their way. Yeah, just full throttle, nothing much really to it. I wonder what happens if we go full throttle on the apron around this track. Is it possible? It could be this track. It's possible. Is this the qualifying line on the apron? already at a water temp level that's a little too high here, incredibly enough. Oh, not able to, with some draft there, we're not able to hang on to the apron before. As you can see, our water temperature is, actually, I don't know if you guys can see it on stream, but we're at 260. So a bit of an uncomfortable level. All right, 266. And we're just running around, so I don't know, maybe we did get some damage, or maybe this is just how it is. That was enough to blow the engine. So there's a ride around to see what these drivers are going to be dealing with. Cameron Face by 0.4 of a second takes the top charts in practice. 1 minute to go here in practice. It is just going to be interesting to see how this one goes. What is going to be the strategy here in qualifying? We got 27 seconds to find out. All right, who's first? It's going to be Derek Sklidell. Oh, trouble. Already has to reset the vehicle. Having problems. But it's Austin K. Mitchell, who has had a tough night. Pretty much dominated Atlanta, but then self-spun. And that ended that. Michigan got taken out. Chase Ingram having a pretty good night. And he's already up on the bank, and that's going to be a black flag that will not be cleared. Here's Michael Good. High levels of speed. From the over-the-head cam of the helmet here. Going up into 6th gear. Here's Alfredo Hidalgo. Here's Josh Kenyon. And this is lap 1 for Josh, so he is not on that outside lane like you would think. Usually you wrap that outside for your first lap, and then you do this on the second lap, but he is choosing to do this on the first lap, so maybe it just doesn't matter in these Indy cars. We'll ultimately have to see who ends up highest. Kenyon first to lay a time potentially is 40.2. And he's already ahead of Byram and Caldwell. See what else everyone else is doing here on their second laps. Chase Motzalewski in the 14. Here's Cameron Face in the 85. Brian Post in the 64. Austin K. Mitchell in the 12. Michael Good in the 17. Julian Nels in the 2. Daniel Mosteller in the 87. Around he goes. Kenyon ends up not improving on that second lap. But he's still highest on the board. I think a lot of these guys did that. Yeah, Chase Modzalewski did the top strategy in the first lap, so I think Josh Kenyon just knew something a lot of the field doesn't. Maybe that outside advantage is not the right thing. Well, let's watch Cameron. Cameron Face wrapped the outside on his first lap. Now he's going to go to the bottom on his second lap, so we'll see. How will this be better than Josh Kenyon's first lap where he was wrapping the inside? So that's the very start. Cameron Face through turns 3 and 4, a little bit off the yellow line right there. Those are thousandths of a second being lost. But it's so hard to be so tight to that, especially at these high speeds. Cameron Face through the tri-oval. It's gonna end up being a jump to third, 400ths of a second. So Josh Kenyon just had the strat down, it looks like. See who else we got on the racetrack. Christian Delgado is looking to start from the back, as well as Mosteller. So those two looking to start back. Brian Post, 11th. Dead last pretty much for his lap. It looks like we are going to be able to get this one started here. So we will see what all will happen. IndyCar Talladega for the first time in Rebel Valley Sim Club history. A brand new car track combo, just like last race at Slater. It was a brand new brand new car track combo as well. Again, recovered from a second, so my voice is a little bit messed up. And that would be why. But it's Josh Kenyon who wins the pole. And apparently we might have had some problems here getting things right. Some guys already low on fuel by significant numbers. We're hearing cars all short on fuel potentially here. We put the setup as Talladega, not the qualifying one for the race. So this is unfortunate. Apparently everyone's on the qualifying setup. Apparently everyone's on the quality setup. So we'll see. It's essentially no difference, I don't think. We're not looking to restart the session for this. It's just that, you know, to get the most speed, you have less weight, so you put less fuel in. That's why the quali setup is only that much fuel. All you got to do is bring them to the pits, get them a full tank of fuel. And that'll be good enough. Which is an unfortunate, I ain't going to blame it on myself because we put the race setup on. So it's unfortunate. I guess John Ramos has this issue too, and I always thought it was just him making the mistake. But it turns out it is not. Where are all the cars even? Oh, here they are. Down the backstretch they go. All these cars only have 4 laps of fuel left in the tank. So we will throw a competition caution after lap number 1. So these guys gotta hope they can save enough fuel so they can still make those pit stops here. See Josh Kenyon off the racetrack in the 27 car. 20 laps here from Talladega. The pace car in. It'll be a 1-lap dash to the yellow flag. Here we go. Talladega Super Speedway racing action.
Green flag.
Underway. See how this goes. Guys cannot push, or there will be problems. Oh, we already got him around in the back. It's Seymour Cortinas and others. Spinning around towards the tail of the field. And already Daniel Mosteller from the back to the lead. I don't really think they jumped the start. It's just a matter of circumstances here, I believe, that got them where they are. But it's a 1-lap dash to that caution flag. And a couple guys can play this smart, like Daniel Mosteller is, but he's going to overshoot the pits. And the caution is going to wave. A couple of these guys pitting, trying to flip the caution flag. Smart. But we already got multiple cars destroyed. Seymour Cortinas, one of them in the 86 car. Let's take a look at what happened. Oh, it was a big stack up. Brian Post unable to pay attention. Gets in Alfredo Hidalgo right into Seymour Cortinas. Now let's see how this happened up front here. Yeah, these cars just got going. Pretty much better than anyone else did, I suppose. It looks like everyone was launched at the same point. These three got to go straight to the front right away. I don't see any problem with how things ended up going there. But it's just a wild start. So the caution is out. We got them wrecking here under the green flag conditions, or the yellow flag conditions here. I don't even know. That didn't look intentional. I just don't know if Julian Nels was paying attention in the 2 car. Michael Good ends up getting involved. So the cars now making their way through. Expected to pit here this time. So into the pits they go. We see some contact, Christian Delgado, but they give him that front back. So looks like all is going to be good for him. Here's Cameron Face in the 85. These guys pitting for a full tank of fuel so they can be good on the race. Cameron Face lost in the pits here. Doesn't know where he's going. Doesn't know where the pit stall is. See Nels put on a fast repair. And Caldwell and Mitchell end up staying out here. These guys might have flipped that stage. Michael Good in the pits, a lap down. Chase Modzluska, it's just a tough start here. I mean, suppose iRacing can't switch the setup then. But we should be good now. We'll make it 1 to green. Get this racing back underway. It's a single file restart because it's IndyCar. Making sure all cars understand the rules. All cars must stay in line during the restart until they cross the start-finish line. It will be a black flag. Green flag looking to wave. Oh, we got one slow here. That's an exception right there. We got cars going slow. Christian Delgado, though, this might be a questionable one. Yeah, no. He just completely jumped out of line. No attempt at stopping. It wasn't even a big check up there. Back up front. The pack hangs on and survives. Josh Kenyon with a huge run. It's going to lead this lap out of nowhere. Yeah, that was, oh, we got one on the apron. That's Brian Post. It's the 14. That's Chase Modzluski, who's laps down. I don't know what he was doing restarting all the way up there. So those cars were allowed to pass him. Because that was, he did not get going. But in the back, when it came to Christian Delgado, he just straight up passed all those cars. Got all the way up to the front. And here comes Daniel Mosteller through the middle. The door's open for him. And does he make it 4 wide? No, there's no opportunity. That's Modzluski, who's a lap down in that yellow car. 14 to go here. Still trying to find kind of the flow of the race. To see the inside kind of stacking up. You cannot really push with these cars. It's just not possible. It's Josh Kenyon with the lead on the inside. Brian Post on the apron, almost going around. It's a good run for Post so far. He's just got to hang in there. And these cars can make charges like never before. You see some of them laying back, just waiting for the chaos. They know Brian Post is leading. That's probably not going to end well, so they're just waiting for something to happen. And you see right there, Brian Post gets split 3 wide through the middle. But I'm not sure how much importance drafting help's going to be because you're not really pushing. I guess you can. You see Demos actually pushing. Oh! Daniel Mosteller thinks it's NASCAR. Lost sense of what was going on, and around the 87 goes. It's a single car spin. We stay green. It takes out a heavy hitter. He was pushing. I don't know who he was pushing. He was pushing someone right there. And ultimately, it did not end well. Now it's Josh Kenyon and Brian Post going at it. That's Riker Byram looking to make a move to the outside in the 98 machine. See, this is still, it's good racing. It is good. It is, there's big runs. It's just a matter of not hitting cars. It's a lot more orderly and formed up than you would think. When it gets late in the race, if the pack is like, I'm interested to see who from the back. You see Chase Mazlewski somehow hating on with that damage. He's missing a full right front wing. And he's still getting runs. Remember, Chase Mazlewski is a lap down, somehow holding speed without a key critical aero component of the car. Brian Post having a great run here. So far, so good. 3 wide. Brian Post still looking for that first Rebel Valley Sim Club win in hundreds of starts. It's still fantastic racing. 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Chase Ingram in the 01. And you know, Zayden Cortinas down to faster pair already in the 86 car, so he's just laying back. Because he knows one bit of contact will end his race. That's why it's, look at the run there from Austin K. Mitchell in the 12. Look at him make moves. That's just a huge run. How far will he go? Still getting trapped, but the track gets blocked. Oh, try to find a place. If there was no block there, he would have gone all the way to the lead. That's the runs you can build, and that's what we're interested to see late in this race. Who can build those runs? That's why drivers like Demos and Michael Good, all they need is one caution, and they will have a chance. Demos had a pit for a fast repair. He's got that. He's a lap down now. Christian Delgado decided to pack it up after the black flag. Well, we said it in the race chat. So, no getting out of line. Oh, right there! That was nearly the wreck that we were waiting for. That's going to take off Caldwell's left front wing, but he's still making speed. Not sure if it's the fact there's a qualifying setup that's allowing this, but these guys who are missing wings are able to still keep speed and keep their turn. Oh, Riker Byram to the inside on the apron. Yeah, it's just not going to work in max draft. There's just too much speed. Without draft, you can do it. The track is pretty much blocked for just about everyone back. It's going to take a big run to be generated. 8 laps to go now. Josh Kenyon and Brian Post leading the 2 lanes. What has been another fantastic race so far tonight. A little bit of a messy start due to those setup problems. But it has been fantastic. How about Alfredo Hidalgo in the 17? Up in the top 5. Looking for his first Rebel Valley Sim Club win. Oh, Riker! And there goes 2 cars up and over. And there's that caution that a handful of drivers need. We got more wrecking. Sklidell. Who else involved? Zayden Cortinas. Somehow finds a way to get involved in this one as well, and that will be the end of his race. Not sure how he got collected. I thought he would have made it through, but Cortinas already used a fast repair, so his race is over, and the tough night for him continues. Getting this opportunity with MC Motorsports, trying to get the best possible results, but so far it's been tough. Not a good look. Not sure who's at fault. Riker might have been first to make some initial contact here. Yeah, Riker going to slip up the racetrack and get into Brian Post. And you'll see both of them right there. How about Alfredo Hidalgo? I think damage-free. Drives underneath Brian Post's car. Oh, and this is where Cortinas gets... Oh, he just gets taken out. Sklidell going too fast. Just was not able to slow down to Cortinas' speed. They were both trying to avoid the wreck. Sklidell was trying to turn him, but... Oh, and Nathan Caldwell collected. Ends up being some pretty hard contact for Zayden Cortinas right there, which will put him out of the race. Here at Talladega. And he was one of those who was just hating in there, wasn't making any big moves. Still ended up getting collected. So you hate to see it. But we'll be going on to the next one. We likely will have another race. Just kind of depends. Daniel Mosteller will, bad news for the field, guys, but Daniel Mosteller back on the lead lap. It looks like some of these cars coming down. I don't know. I feel like Cortinas maybe could have stayed out there with that damage, just pacing around the field. But that's too much damage. We're done kind of situation right there. He could have probably stayed out and just ran some laps to try to hang on to a top 10. 1 to green here is what it's going to be. It is Josh Kenyon, Chase Ingram. Whoops, did not mean to get in the car. But Josh Kenyon, probably the fastest car so far, but watch Daniel Mosteller, guys, on this restart, coming from all the way in the back. Just want you guys to watch him. He's going to be up front very quickly. Here's the stream. We don't want to forget not to broadcast the end. Ready for the start, which will be a 5-lap dash to the finish of this race. It's Josh Kenyon, Chase Ingram, Alfredo Hidalgo, Julian Nels, Cameron Face, Nathan Caldwell, Austin K. Mitchell, Chase Mazalewski, Michael Good, and Daniel Mosteller. Your remaining 10 cars out of the 15 that took the green. Heading to the green flag, Josh Kenyon.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag, back in the air, a bit of a checkup. Chase Mazalewski. Gonna have to pull to the pits. Or just go to the back. Well, that'll be fine enough for me. And back up front, what's it looking like? 5 to go. Josh Kenyon, Chase Ingram makes the move to the outside. Alfredo Hidalgo right there, Julian Nels. Another guy who's used a fast repair already in this one. All these guys have used a fast repair, pretty sure, except Chase and Josh. Here comes the big runs from the back. Cannot block this from Nathan Cole. You cannot block that! Julian Nels! Oh! Nathan Caldwell. Gonna be out of the race. It's a single car spin. We keep it green. Josh Kenyon all the way to the apron. Just trying to get away from the carnage. Watch Daniel Mosteller. Notice how he's just laying back, waiting for the last lap to build a run. Somehow no one else got collected in that. Now no help for Josh Kenyon. But again, it's not NASCAR. We see Austin K. Mitchell trying to push Chase Ingram. It's going to work, actually. It's going to push Chase Ingram up front, who's trying to go for his second win of the night. Back here we see Josh Kenyon now has an opportunity to go to the outside, but no, he goes to the apron, which is a legal move. You are able to pass on the apron. That's like an unstoppable move if you can time it right. Oh! Ingram into the wall, Julian Nels. Oh, but no! He uses a fast repair instantly on the racetrack in real time, and he's all good. Watch Demos, guys, running 7th, but he's building a run. It's a matter, does someone block that? Whatever run comes, is it going to be blocked? Is someone bold enough to block those runs? Austin K. Mitchell, Josh Kenyon, 2 laps to go. There is overtime if it's needed. I don't want Nels behind you if I'm Cameron Face right now. Nels taking out 2 cars. Oh, we got a car on the outside. It's a lap car. It's Nathan Caldwell just looking to run this race out to hang on to the top 10 finish. Come into the white flag. Cars looking in the draft, side swiping, trying to see where to go, crossing each other over. Josh Kenyon with the lead. Here comes Alfredo Hidalgo. White flag gonna be in the air. 1 lap to go at Talladega. Here comes Chase Ingram on the apron. Daniel Mosteller giving himself 0.2 of a second. Here comes Michael Good, already making a run. Freebird! What a move by Demos and Michael Good. They're able to get all the way to the top 2. But was it too early? Here comes Austin Cmejla. Oh! It's gonna turn. Alfredo Hidalgo. Josh Kenyon turns Demos. Chase Ingram is gonna come up in front and get the win at Talladega. Chase Ingram, second win of the night. Complete chaos in the tri-oval. Daniel Mosteller gets turned right around. And who's able to finish this race? Cameron Face, a DNF upside down. Michael Good got spun around. Pretty sure I called that as Hidalgo. Remember, they're running duplicate schemes, so can't really blame me. Chase Ingram able to somehow make it through that and survive. We'll have to see how he did it. Only 5 cars make it to the finish line.
Checkered flag, checkered flag. Better schedule some testing. We'll get them next time.
An unbelievable finish. For the second time tonight, Chase Ingram burns it down, just stacking up Rebel Valley Sim Club wins. Unbelievable. We have to take a look and see at how that transpired and what exactly went through. But we watch it, watch the run. I mean, this is exactly what a plan by Michael Good and Daniel Mosteller. We knew it was coming. To build the run, but like I said, it was too early. If this was in the trial, it would have been great. Too early. Now these guys get the draft off. And watch, Austin dumps Michael Good, tries to push him. Good slides, ends up in the inside wall, and it ends up being Josh Kenyon who turns around. Man, Cameron Face, if he just goes to the outside, he wins this race, but he goes through the middle. Oh, so close, and you see all of them go around, and it's Chase Ingram who was able to escape. Just a violent wreck here. Cars flying into the catch fence. Cars upside down. Chase Ingram, the lucky one to escape. Let's watch the whole sequence from the onboard camera. Man, I know Cameron Face is going to be kicking himself for trying to squeeze it right through there. If he just went to the outside, or he would have been the winner of the race. Look at Ingram. Is his wheel? Ingram had wheel damage, I believe. Yeah, he's fully straight. And on the straightaway, he's turning right. He had wheel damage from that earlier contact. He's still able to win. So look at some of the chaos back here. We see the different perspectives. Here's Chase Mazalewski, who got black flag for going out of line on the restart. While there was a big checkup, I don't think it was necessary to jump out of line. Ends up finishing second, though. But this pretty much destroyed car. So it was another wild one. Let's talk to our winner and see what his perspectives are. What dirt one should we throw up here? Unbelievable action. Keith Ingram, you got a copy.
Chase Ingram, but yes.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, shoot. Hey, I've said your name so much as Keith Ingram throughout these times. It's gonna be a bit. Chase Ingram, how in the world able to come from just everyone gets taken out in front of you. You're able to get 2 wins on the night. How does it feel, and how'd you get it done?
I have absolutely zero idea. I had my wheel turned 45 degrees to the right because Julian Nels decides it's okay to hit someone in an Indy car, and then they all just wrecked. I'm not sure how, but I got by it all, and that has to be the luckiest win I've ever had.
Yeah, that certainly looks to be. Well, we're going to be throwing up some dirt after this one here, and that'll probably do it for the night. So, what a night, and what a generational run for Chase Ingram here as of these recent Rebel Valley times. How about that? So, we're going to be doing 30 laps for this one here. Yep, I did have... Wait a second. Oh my gosh. Really, the whole time I've been messing that up? Apparently, I did do the qualifying setup for the race. I think I mixed it up. Oh my god. I thought qualifying would come before race. iRacing, what are we doing here? Look at this. I guess you guys can't see it, but they put race setup before qualifying setup. That just doesn't make sense because qualifying comes before the race. So that was actually my fault. That was all me. We're going to USA... with the dirt mini stock here to wrap up the night. USA International Speedway. Dirt. Gonna be allowing 20 cars. Double file, restart. 1 fast repair, 1 green, white checkered. It's going to be a night race. Weather, clear. Everything else should be all set and ready to go. So that's going to be going up here as our last race of the night. So that is going up, and it is password protected. So it'll be our Rebel Valley regulars, as it should be, racing that one. Gonna need at least 5 to do it. It's a free item, so should see some people do it. For what will be our last race of the night here. So getting ready to have some dirt action here, and that session should be up now. So we'll be bringing them in for a 5-race night of Rebel Valley Sim Club Racing. Rare situations right here. We'll see who all ends up coming to this one. Elliot Condra's back. Austin K. Mitchell returns. That was some fun racing. Robbie's got to do that because I want to race that IndyCar Talladega. Why only 5 cars finished? There's still 10 on the white flag. Already got over 5 in the session, so there will be no problems here when it comes to getting that required number of cars. Usually we're doing this. Oh, I did 30 laps for this. Holy gosh. That's a little long. This is a longer track. It's a little bit too long, but we're gonna have to do it. Forgot this was a longer racetrack. Lap times are gonna be in the 20s. It's 3/4 of a mile, so it's long. Looking at 30-second lap times here, so we're looking at full-length intermediate race here for Rebel Valley standards, essentially. Yep, 27 seconds looks to be the lap time, so. See what time it is here. I don't know if I got time to finish this. We're gonna have to advance the session right away. So it's time for qualifying here, and again, a little lengthy of a race here, but with that advancement, we should be good to be able to get this in the time that I have personally. Condra right now on the speedway was fastest in the short practice we had, and he's going to be able to set a 27.14, pretty solid lap it looks like for his first one. But Josh Kenyon, the dirt mini stock expert, gonna be leading here now. I don't know if anyone's gonna be able to compete with that. Josh Kenyon, for some reason, just knows exactly what he's doing when it comes to these dirt mini stocks. Always a competitor, multiple wins. Oh! All of a sudden, Elliot Condra sets a whale of a lap. Turns out Josh Kenyon's lap might not have been as good as we expected. Michael Good up to second. So what an interesting development here we have here at the USA International Speedway. For sure, interested to see how this one's going to go down. So it looks like we're all ready to go. Hopefully I didn't end anyone's lap. I just advanced the session due to the lack of time that we have. So it's going to be about 10 cars for this 30-lap race. Elliot Contra looking to get his first win right here. Good opportunity. He's got serious speed compared to the other competitors. A little bit of a surprise. And Michael Good on the outside in the 25 car. So close to picking up that win at Talladega. The right strategy. Essentially had the right strategy you would have wanted when it came to Talladega's last lap there. What a fun race that was, though. And now we bring 10 cars to the racetrack here at USA. Come on, Ingram, just get in. Got all 9 cars, 9 out of 10 on the racetrack here. Got to sit for a bit, it looks like. And there he is, Chase Ingram, registered. And is now on the racetrack here. 27-second lap, so it's going to be a bit long. We should be able to complete it. Cars are rolling. We've had over 100 people tune in to tonight's broadcast, so appreciate all the people supporting. Oh, we got Caldwell trying to turn Josh Kenyon under pacing, so do we have beef early on? Setting up some of these camera angles a little bit here. Not sure if we're getting the green this time. Pretty sure it's an extra lap. Yep, we'll get it one more lap here of pace laps. And these are long pace laps, so we'll see. Can Elliot Condra hang on in the number 9 car? The Rebel Valley Sim Club self-sponsored car. Elliot trying to get his first win, I believe, for sure. He's number 1. Personally, I don't remember racing with him ever, so must be pretty new. Oh, we got him stacking up under the pace laps here. But it's gonna be Condra bringing him to the green flag. The pace truck is gonna be making its way to the pits, which will unleash the beasts. Underway from USA International Speedway, Michael Good already having a rough start to the inside. Austin Cmejla in the 1. And already we look up front, Josh Kenyon might be able to clear the 9 in one corner. He does. Great start for Josh Kenyon. Oh, Zeta Cortinas around in the 86 car. Gets turned around by Alfredo Hidalgo in the 6. We stay green. Now Condra looking to get back to the inside. Just going to see Cameron Face up into the outside wall. Condra faster than Kenyon in qualifying. So we'll see if that speed can translate. And there they go. Multiple cars around. That's going to bring on our first caution of the race. 4 cars spinning around here. Brian Post gets turned around in the 64. Let's take a look at how exactly this happened. Looks like the 4 car of Caldwell gets up into him as the 64 was making his way down. Chase Ingram collected Cameron Face, able to make his way through. And it looks like we got some trouble here. Some tempers flaring maybe here. Post into the 6 car. These two parking in the middle of the field. And we'll get the 1 to green next time by. Talked about Josh Kenyon earlier, how good he is with these cars. And it seems like Connor's the only car close in speed. Got cars around in the back. This is 64, Brian Post turning Cameron Face around. This guy's been all over, wrecking Hidalgo, just wrecking people everywhere. It's going to be a ban from the race. Brian Post has had enough, and I've had enough of him. Green back in the air. Full throttle into Hidalgo earlier. Turns Cameron Face for no reason. Just going to have to be an unfortunate end for Brian Post. And a sizable half-second lead for Josh Kenyon in the 27 car. Here to the inside, Elliot Condra. Oh, Michael Good going to get into that 9 machine. And in the back, you see Chase Ingram and Zayden Cortinas with some contact. 4 wide for second place. Here comes Austin K. Mitchell. Now Josh Kenyon, 1 second lead on the board. Michael Good into Condra, keeps roughing that 9 machine up. Now it's a good battle for second here, Austin K. Mitchell. Look into the inside. Cameron Face looking to cross him over as Josh Kenyon continues to surge ahead. Oh, Cameron gets into the rear end of the 1 car. Kenyon pulling away about half second every lap. Some big time speed out of that 27 machine. Still pulling away. Just look at the leaderboard and look at those intervals. Just going and growing every time. Just a good battle for second though. Down to the inside, we got Cameron Face. Trying to hang on. Interval's kind of maybe gaining a bit as Cameron. 1.1 now. Some action in the back here, some beating and baiting. Chase Ingram maybe not happy with Caldwell. Chase already been a victory lane twice tonight, and more contact. 3 cars gonna be getting squeezed in the wall. These guys going at it aggressively. Oh, and Cameron Face is really closing the gap here. He is already right on Josh Kenyon. Meanwhile, these 3 in the back continue to go at it. Where do we watch? Where do we focus on? Looking to be a third of the race through next time by. Condra, remember, qualified on the pole. He's just been free falling through the field all the way down to 7th. So he must have whipped out a miraculous lap. Meanwhile, Cameron is side by side with, and looking to take the lead on Josh Kenyon. A crossover move for Josh Kenyon takes place. And Cameron Face going to lead his first lap of the race. And this is what Austin K. Mitchell wants to see. He wants to see some battling. Cameron, who qualified, I believe, 8th, has figured something out in the 85 car. But here comes Josh. And these two have a little bit of a history. These two don't get along all that well. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Josh now is starting to pick up some speed. Maybe it was just looking to make it fun for himself. Give a driver some hope. Otherwise, most of the cars pretty much spread out as we look through. Back up front. Oh, contact is made. Pretty significant contact. Pretty significant contact going to be made here to the inside. Goes the 85 car. Not able to clear. Maybe a little bit more contact. No, they're able to keep it off of each other. And Josh Kenyon remains up front. 18 laps to go. But the bottom line is we got a battle on the racetrack. And it's for the lead. Everyone else spread out. Josh starting to pull away a little bit now. Getting that momentum out of the corner, running that outer groove. Watch the intervals, pulling away, hundredths of a second every little bit. 9 cars on the racetrack. Everyone on the lead lap. Looks like a battle for third is breaking out now, and it's an aggressive one. Back side by side and some contact for the lead. Oh! Let's see, these two are so far ahead that they can't really even catch up behind, but I don't know, I feel like one of them's gonna go around. The next spin on the racetrack will probably bring out a caution. Just because the field is so far spread apart. It's gotta be contact induced. Oh! Josh into the wall! Big time mistake, and he's still in the wall. Yeah, it's gotta be it's gotta be pretty much a contact induced caution. Just can't spin out, self-spin, bring a caution out. We see this here. Josh Kenyon, a critical mistake right there that time around. Cameron Face now with the big time advantage. So let's watch some of this racing back here. Austin K. Mitchell, Chase Ingram. Everyone spread out for the most part. Michael Good hanging on to a podium in the 25 car. Everyone just sliding their way through. We got someone blinking out. It's Nathan Caldwell, I think, potentially blinking out back there. Josh Kenyon, I think, slowly getting that lead back. Oh! Contact! Austin K. Mitchell and Chase Ingram. This could be your caution right here. Oh, Austin K. Mitchell gonna send it into the corner. Get back up into Chase Ingram. And here comes Condra back to the inside. Yeah, we're probably gonna get a spin here. Chase Ingram sliding it into the 9. I don't know what the 9 did. And around goes the 01 right in front of a couple other cars. It's gonna bring out the caution flag. Austin K. Mitchell gonna bring out the caution here. Ends up spinning the 01 car around. Bringing out the yellow flag. Gonna be an EOL penalty. Don't care who started it, it's a matter of who brought it out. And for Cameron Face, he sees a free win slip away. Josh Kenyon, maybe not happy with the 85. There's a little bit of contact, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out on this next restart. Oh! Got him wrecking still in the back here. Might have to remove both these guys if it comes down to it. Here comes the 01. Oh! Are these guys dangerous to the racetrack right now? Cameron Face, whatever he found, remember, qualified essentially dead last. And he's been pulled away from Josh Kenyon by a whole second, so we will see what happens. Cameron Face got to lock in and nail this restart. But there is now Nathan Caldwell out of the race, shrinks the field to 8 cars left. Some contact, these front two want it bad. Josh Kenyon, another opportunity. No restart zone on dirt. Green back in the air. Side by side are 2 leaders and 2 most competitive cars. Michael Good slides it in. Oh, contact being made at the front of the field, side by side. Josh Kenyon able to pull and get the lead back from Cameron Face. Here comes Michael Good. Yeah, if I'm Cameron, I just want to be away from Michael Good or third place. Oh, but Michael Good's going to have a run now. Cameron Face starting to maybe struggle a bit, allowing Josh Kenyon to pull away. Cameron, remember, he found some speed towards the end of that run. Where has it gone? Where has the speed gone? He's now got Michael Good driving into his door, allowing Josh Kenyon to pull away even more. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Cameron Face, but he's losing positions down to much slower cars like Michael Good. And Josh Kenyon loves what he's seeing, but now the question is, can Michael Good start to run some good laps and make a charge on the 27 cars? It looks like Michael Good's found something. Here comes that 25. Oh, almost into the 27 car. And now Cameron might be on the inside of the 25 car. Michael Good slowly closing in. Potentially he's going to run the high side while Josh Kenyon moves to the low side. If you're Cameron, it's a tough position. Oh, Michael Good is hitting the wall, loses 0.2 of a second. Getting towards the latter portions of the race here. Michael Good, a very similar turn 3 as last lap, was able to get right to Josh Kenyon's rear end. But Josh Kenyon was able to get 0.2 of a second on Michael Good that last time, and nearly some contact being made. Michael almost sent it in so much, he almost got into Josh Kenyon, but it ends up costing Michael Good another 1/10 of a second. And that might be all this 25 can do, just try to send it and hope for some contact to try to eliminate Josh Kenyon's big-time lead. But I don't know what happened to Cameron Face. Cameron Face pulled away to a 2-second lead by the time of that caution, and he has not been able to catch these cars since. And now Michael Good's got a chance to run the inside, but he's only running the top side. He's going to get that momentum, but with 5 laps to go, have to see what happens. See some racing back here. This is all the way at the tail ends of the field. But still, pretty much any spin might still end up being a caution flag. Back up front, Josh Kenyon starting to pull away even more. The distances, the gaps, starting to become even more. And Cameron Face getting roughed up all the way to the outside of the racetrack. Josh Kenyon starting to pull away here. Here comes Elliot Contra in the 9 to the inside. Got good racing all the way through the pack, but Josh Kenyon now has 3 laps to go in this one. And the question is, where did the 85's lap times go? That car now falls all the way 2 seconds off of the lead. Elliot Condra finding speed lane. Well, I guess if the track is changing all the time, certain lines aren't going to work as good as they once did. I think that's what we're witnessing here. Josh Kenyon, 2 laps to go. Back behind here, we see Michael Good and Condra battling it out. Kenyon sliding out of the corner. Looks like we'll be able to get the white flag unless we see some sort of wild, devious actions happen behind. It's too late to throw a caution. White flag in the air for Josh Kenyon. One of the best feelings you can have when racing. A smooth sailing lead. You just can't make any mistakes and you will win the race. That is what Josh Kenyon is experiencing right now. Here in this number 27 car. Down the backstretch for the final time. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Josh Kenyon coming out of turn 4 is going to be able to pick up the win here at USA International Speedway. Josh Kenyon gets the win. Looks like Cameron Face ended up wrecking Michael Good in the final corner. Still hangs on to a top 5. Zayden Cortinas, tough race in the 86. But it's Josh Kenyon who gets the win, and upside down he goes. Pretty odd flip right there. Zayden Cortinas gonna try to flip back over. He will. On all 4 tires, Josh Kenyon picks up another dirt win with the dirt mini stock. And that will do it for the night. We will talk to our winner. We will still talk to our race winner and then end this stream. So let's see what Josh has to say. Josh Kenyon, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Josh Kenyon able to, what an interesting change of pace throughout the race. I mean, it looks like you were kind of struggling early on. Cameron Face was able to catch up to you. Ended up kind of hitting the wall. Lost 2 seconds on Cameron. Cameron was pulling away. Cameron seemed to have the fastest car. You were starting to lose more time, but then the caution came out for an incident at the tail end of the field. And then kind of went back to you being the fastest car. Cameron lost his speed, and you ultimately just pulled away. How does it feel to get another Rebel Valley Sim Club dirt win?
Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, I kept losing my marks, and then I hit the wall. Maybe something broke. I don't know. I guess not. But yeah, the yellow came out perfect time, and I watched Cameron Face jump the restart because the pace car wasn't even in the pit road yet. But I knew he was gonna do that, so I went after it, and I honestly don't remember what I did. I think I went under him. I don't really remember, but yeah, I'm unstoppable at these mini stock dirt races, but you know, I usually get wrecked by somebody in second or a lap car. But yeah, I got it done, and show why I'm the best.
All right, Josh Kenyon able to wrap up the night, this action-packed night of Rebel Valley Sim Club with a dirt win. So we will see you guys probably next week for my personal Rebel Valley Sim Club series. But besides that, Wednesday night back on Twitch. Robbie DeVore will be back in the booth for a 4-race night of action Wednesday night. Going to be racing with Next Gens at Talladega, ARCA at Langley, trucks at Lime Rock Park, and GT3 cars at Chicago Street Course. So going to be an action-packed night. We will see what happens then.